p.m. show, weekend edition on CRN Digital Talk Radio, ladies and gentlemen. Incoming. Excuse me. Apparently applause as the great Fred Dreyer sits back down into his seat. There he is.
Nicely done, by the way.
Thanks.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm Fred Dreyer, along with the very childlike Michael Horn,
so
back on the hay pile in the tail section of the Great Bomber.
I apologize.
Get back into the tail section.
Thank you.
Everything here in the cockpit is sterilized, and it is absolutely scrubbed down for your safety, Mike, because I know who knows where you've been.
Yes, oh boy, I'll do those. Don't do those. No, you don't do them.
Now listen, we want to go. Tom, are you awake in there?
Oh, he was then.
Yeah, let's go number one. Rick Santorum.
Tomas, number one.
Conservatism is alive and well in Missouri and Minnesota.
Yay, okay. Well, let's see. How about what's number two look like, Tom?
Our strength is the issues. That's why I laid out tonight on the biggest issues of the day. Mitt Romney's just this, Obama light when it comes to these very important contrast issues, and we need those bold contrasts to make Barack Obama the issue in this race, not our candidate who is, in many respects, on the big issues of the day, just where Obama is.
Now look, here's the perfect opportunity for him to change the narrative. Change the narrative and start talking about Barack Obama.
Right.
Forget Mitt Romney.
Right.
Go after Barack Obama. Act presidential. And whatever you do, stop arguing with the Republican Party. Just go about your business and establish the fact that you are the presidential candidate. Start talking about the Constitution. Start talking about Judeo-Christian principles, and go back and start educating the listener. And you will start waking the base up. If you don't, you're going to be just like John T-Rex McCain and his pathetic flailing around as a candidate, 3 years ago. This guy was absolutely dreadful, But
was he that bad?
He was dreadful. He was absolutely terrible. Let's go to number 4, Tommy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't stand here to claim to be the conservative alternative to Mitt Romney. I stand here to be the conservative alternative to Barack Obama.
There you go.
There you go.
That's right. That's what we're talking about. That's the narrative, and that's the type of target politicking that he's going to have to start doing.
You got to target who you're running against. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, look, to sit there and argue with the person, in the front seat on the way to the, to the
debate, yeah,
to the fishing trip,
right,
is an absolute ridiculous, childlike, It doesn't make any sense. It's impotent. It goes nowhere, And so this election is about the freedoms that we are having taken away from us as we speak. Number 5, Rick Santorum.
If this president is reelected, and if we don't have a nominee that can make this case and not be compromised on the biggest issues of the day, but can make the case to the American public that this is about the founders' freedom. This is about a country that believes in God-given rights and a constitution that is limited to protect those rights.
Attaboy. That's the conversation. And that is the type of conversation that has to be had in order to stir the base. People want to hear him say that. And here's the other thing. He lives that. He's got a great family. He's a Catholic, and he's got a large pedigree in the political arena, as well as he does as a human being, and women would be proud to have this guy represent them and their values, all of their values, as their president. He is somebody, I think, that would encourage those independents that 3 years ago voted for Obama. Because you're going to have to go back to those people. What this thing is about is telling people, look in the mirror and admit it. You made a mistake. And here's what that mistake has cost you. Here's where we are. You got 10 months left, 9 months left. And if you don't understand that you've got to change your mind and get away from him, you're terribly mistaken. Now, once they admit, yeah, I made a mistake, okay, who am I going to vote for? He's got to provide a safe landing for people. He's got to
For everybody.
He's got to
For
appeal
poor,
to
moderates,
everybody.
middle
He's got to
class,
be able to
rich,
tell.
whatever.
Under the Constitution, the poor people can be wealthy. Under a government-run country, that won't happen. All those people will be frozen poor because this type of socialism needs poor people. The machinery, the life's blood of this type of politic, of this type of socialism, this failed Euro socialism, has to have poor people in it. And just like the politic of skin color, that's why there's a conversation within the black community of freeing people up under the Constitution or being tethered to a politic, and once you're tethered to a politic, you're finished. If that's what you want to do, fine, but don't take me with you. I don't want to have to live that. And I don't think anybody else does either. But Rick Santorum right now, I think, and Mitt Romney are still possibilities to be able to change the narrative and now start heading toward safe ground to stir the base, get the base awakened so they feel comfortable in doing what? Not voting for Barry and making the switch over and being comfortable and talking to their neighbors about making the shift over to either Santorum or Romney. Both have to be comfortable for people to be able to change their mind. You can't beat them over the head. You've got to make them feel safe. I don't think Newt makes women feel safe. That's my love, Newt, but I think that instrument is flawed. But surely what is remaining here is the elements of a country that is under siege by a politician who does not like this country, respect its belief systems, its religious foundings, the founding father. They don't believe in the Constitution, and they do not want you sovereign under God. They want you sovereign under Barack Obama.